Whenever you're ready.
In 8th grade, I remember being told that I would be required to take a sex education course my freshman year of high school. Although my friends and I were already talking about our developing bodies, and I always caught wind of the unspeakable things my classmates participated in over the weekend, just the thought about talking about sex with an adult was enough to make my cheeks turn bright red. Even though I was embarrassed to talk about sex, relationships, and my growing body, I was even more curious to learn about them. So imagine my disappointment when there was no formal discussion about sex, but there was plenty of talk about people who were indulging in it. I never really realized the importance of sex education until I witnessed my fellow classmates become pregnant and started hearing rumors about people I knew personally contracting an STD. Comprehensive sex education has proven to reduce the spread of STDs and teen pregnancy, but as a result of embarrassment, misinterpretation, and religious disapproval, teenagers are missing out on the information they need to reduce the spread of diseases. The major thing that strays parents, teachers, and students away from sex education is a mix of shame and embarrassment surrounding the topic. Teenagers are scared to talk to their parents about this. In fact, according to Advocates for Youth, 78% name embarrassment as the main reason why they do not want to talk to their parents about sexual health issues. A close family friend, one that I will leave unnamed, is an example of how providing your child with sex education, no matter how embarrassed or ashamed you may be, is better than completely ignoring it altogether. My family friend, we'll call her Jane, conceived her first child at the age of 16. She attended this high school, walked these very halls, and would have graduated in the year of 2018. She had high hopes for her life. She even had it all planned out. She got decent grades, made many friends, dreamed of becoming a teacher, and wanted to marry the perfect guy. Her parents were very religious, so religious in fact that they attended Mass every Sunday, sent Jane to Catholic summer camp, and had her signed up for Bible study every Wednesday night in the church underground. Between extracurricular activities, church, school, and her personal life, she hardly had any time for boys, but they started taking an interest in her. So in short, she started talking to boys behind her parents' backs, kept sneaking out to go to parties, and became sexually active. She was 16 when she had her first baby. She found out she was pregnant as a sophomore in high school. When I asked if she had any sex education previous to this life-altering event, she told me that the church she attended actually offered it, and she had actually asked her mother to go, but her mother told her father, and soon enough she was grounded and ashamed for even asking. So instead of taking a simple sex education course to become more educated on the dangers of having unprotected sex, she was scolded, lectured, and sent to her room, ashamed and embarrassed for even wanting to learn about her body, relationships, and sexual health. This close family friend, who would have graduated last year, now has 4 children, no job, no high school diploma, and is living in a 2-bedroom house fighting custody battles with her ex-boyfriend. So now that I mention him, I guess I should tell you that they had been on and off until last year, when his verbal abuse turned physical. He did not make an attempt to see his children until this Easter, and he has not paid child support and continues to mentally abuse her through text messages and angry phone calls. I know what you may be thinking because I'm guilty of it too. When someone feels bad for a teenage parent, we are so quick to say that it's their own fault or maybe they should have been more careful. It's normal for us to think that it's not our problem and to put the blame on someone else. But we must remind ourselves that our youth is our future. We must educate ourselves and today's youth to avoid a population where teenage success is threatened by the stress of being a teen parent or the shadow of an STI. We must make it our personal goal as Americans to better prepare our youth for situations that they will face one day. We must not make them feel embarrassed or ashamed to want to talk and learn about their bodies, relationships, and ways to avoid sex or participate in safe sex if they choose. The next time someone asks you your opinion on sex education, instead of focusing on being embarrassed as the word sex travels out of their mouth, focus on all the useful information and comprehensive sex education provides. So imagine being able to trust another human being to fully educate your child with, as otherwise put by the Kaiser Family Foundation, medically accurate, age-appropriate information about abstinence, as well as safer sex practices, including contraception and condom usage, as effective ways to reduce unintended teen pregnancies and STIs, as well as information about healthy relationships, communication skills, and human development, among other topics. Envision never having to turn your child away when they ask an awkward question because they took a comprehensive class that had all the answers. We must unite as a community to better educate today's youth, which will in turn better our society. Introducing a mandatory and comprehensive sex education course into society will help better protect teenagers against STDs and teen pregnancy. about kids in the East Day and stuff like that already doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing at this age and becoming pregnant. Because like when we were there were so many like different rumors and stuff. So I think that it's best to start it early.
Are there any states currently that actually hold sex education classes?
Yeah, there's only 13 out of all of them that actually require it.
To know the BNS
But I think we need it.
So sad. I know, I agree.
When we went around the school interviewing, did any students say that we needed an education class for sex?
Oh yeah,
Did
a lot.
mention that it's a problem here?
I mean, yes, a few people that I talked to kind of said it in a harsher tone, but I would just say that if you look around,